Okay? Now, what I'm going to do in a second, I'm going to show Subitising flashcard up here with some dots. And I want you to try and work out how many dots there are. Now, when you've got an answer, this is really important. I don't want you calling it out, okay? If you've got an answer, I want you to put a thumb up and put it to your chest like this, because that shows me you've got one answer. Then, if you've got an answer, that doesn't mean you stop thinking. Maybe you could think about, can you get an answer, the same answer, but can you get it in a different way? That would mean that you've got two strategies, and then you'd show me two fingers like this. So I'm going to show the dots up now, and I want you to have a think. As soon as you know how many there are, one thumb up. You ready? Just tell me some of the answers you might have. So what was your answer? What do you reckon?
10.
You reckon 10? Now, does anyone, so we got 10 as an answer. Does anyone have a different answer?
11.
You reckon 11? Now, part of number talks, it doesn't matter if we've got different answers. We know only one of them's going to be right, but it doesn't matter if we get it wrong, okay? Because if we make a mistake in numeracy, that's when we learn, isn't it? We learn by making mistakes and growing our brain. Did anyone have a different answer from 10 and 11?
12. 20.
You reckon 20? Okay. And I heard someone say 12.
No, that was 12.
Yeah, you said 12? What about
11.
Oh, another 11? Yeah.
100.
You reckon 100? I'm going to put the dots back up, and I'm going to get someone to explain how they know and try and prove their answer. It was that one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to set that up here. Now, can someone explain to me how they knew it was their answer? And while that person's explaining, everyone needs to listen really carefully to that person and see if they agree or disagree. All right, what's your name? Henry. So I'm gonna get a different colour here, and I'm gonna call this Henry strategy. So I'm gonna do a H for Henry. How did you know it was 10?
Because 4 and 3 and 3 is 10.
Yeah, so 4 and 3 and 3. So how did you add those together in your head?
Because I was counting my fingers.
You were counting on your fingers? Can you explain to me exactly how you counted on your fingers?
I was counting like 4, then I was like, then doing 3, then I figured out the clues,
So you started with the 4, did you? Did you start from 4 and then count on the rest?
yeah.
Okay, so Henry started at 4, so he could see that these ones down the bottom, he knew they were 4, and then you counted on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that? You counted on those 3 and 3 like that? Is that right, Henry? Okay, nice strategy. I like how you started with the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did anyone have a different strategy? What was your strategy? What's your name? Mia. So we'll call this the M strategy. What did you do, Mia? Yeah, how were you counting in your head? You were counting quietly. Did you count every single dot? So that would be a count all strategy. So, pardon? And you got to 10. So you counted all. So you counted from 1 all the way up to 10. Did anyone see how Mia's strategy, she had to count 10 times, didn't she? She had to count every single one. Henry's strategy, he could count 4 all at once, because he could just see that was 4, and then he had counted on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did anyone have a strategy where they worked out 10 in less steps? Yeah? What's your name? Soraya. So we'll call this the S strategy. What was your strategy, Soraya? So 2 3s. So you these 2 3s together. So did you see those all together? Straight away, you knew you had 2 3s. And we've got 1 4. So you knew, Soraya, that 2 3s and 1 4 equal 10. And you didn't need to count them by themselves. Is that right? Yeah, okay. Very nice. What was your strategy? What's your name?
Seth.
We'll call this the Seth strategy. All right, Seth, what did you do?
I counted in my head because 5 and 5 is 10.
Oh, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So you knew 5 and 5 is 10, but when you looked at this, were you able to make a 5 and a 5? Just by looking at it?
Yes. Because
Yeah, good. Come up and...
Because if we would take this dot away to that 4, it'll make 5 and 5.
I like that. So Seth, see how Seth here, which dot did you move in your mind?
That one.
So you move this dot, so all right, jump to the side so everyone can see, because this is a great strategy, Seth. Seth picked this dot up in his mind and he moved it over here into the 4. Because what's 4 and 1 more?
5.
So if that dot disappeared and appeared over here, can you see how we've got 5 here and 5 here?
Yes.
Oh, do we like that strategy?
Yes.
Yeah, nice work, Seth. All right, so we can make 10 lots of different ways, can't we, Preps? Yeah, we can. All right. That is the end of our number talk. Good job, and good justifying and explaining of your strategies.